Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at the BBK 1 3/4 inch shorty headers in titanium ceramic fitting 2019 and newer 5.7 liter Ram 1500s. If you're looking to up your exhaust game, make more power, and get your Ram to sound a bit cooler all at the same time, then these shorty headers are definitely going to appeal to you. These are great for the owner who wants to take their build to the next level but not blow out their budget. By now you've probably heard the long tube versus short tube header debate enough times to make your head spin. And if you haven't though, the quick version of the tale is that long tubes give you higher peak horsepower and torque numbers overall, and they do it higher in the rev range. Whereas short tubes or shorties like what we have here make a bit less overall power, but their gains show up lower in the rev range. They also, as is the case with these ones from BBK, don't require you to do additional mods or tune your truck. Now these are gonna do a couple of things. One of which is change up the sound. Now that's not to say they're gonna make your Hemi sound like a flat plain crank engine in a Ferrari or anything, but they're definitely gonna amplify that already great sound from the 5.7 Hemi. So what you should expect is a smoother, deeper tone down low with a much more pronounced race car type wail as you really rev the engine out. It's a really cool sound, and though it's not hard to make any Hemi sound good, these are certainly gonna help. Now your results may vary too depending on which exhaust you have on your truck, but since these are short tube headers, they keep your factory catalytic converter and mid-pipe, meaning that you can run these with an otherwise completely stock exhaust or any other aftermarket catback system for that matter. So if you're still shopping for an exhaust, these are gonna make whatever sound profile your system comes with a bit deeper, a little louder, and generally just more pronounced. But the big reason you're gonna want these is because of the power. BBK claims about 15 horsepower and about 15 pound-feet of torque over stock with these, though again, your results may vary depending on what else you have done to your truck. And that is thanks to the fact that these are way less restrictive than your factory exhaust manifolds. Those basically shove all the exhaust gases into small ports and then immediately funnel the gases into a collector out through the cats and exhaust. Now BBK has engineered these in such a way that the exhaust gases travel a much more similar distance to smooth out that sound and flow before everything hits the collector down here. Now this is where the power and the sound changes come from. BBK has taken the time to make sure that these primaries are the right length to optimize airflow, similar to what is done with traditional long tube headers or equal length headers. Now these aren't going to make quite as much power as long tubes, but they're not far off. And again, these are going to help your engine breathe better, especially down low. So they're great for a truck that you drive on the street regularly as well, or one that you tow with. Again, these are also going to mate up with your stock mid-pipe and stock exhaust too, so they're a great place to start building out your exhaust system. And of course, maximum power gains and sound will be had with aftermarket pieces, but you can pick and choose what you like to tailor the sound and power to your liking. Construction here is all 1 3/4 inch CNC machined mandrel bent steel tubing with these hefty 3/8 inch laser cut flanges for strength and a snug fit. Now these come out of the box exactly as you see them here on the table. The biggest story here is that they also are finished in the titanium ceramic coating. This finish means that the headers are going to be very durable and they won't corrode or rust like stock manifolds or plain headers would. It means that they'll also last you a lot longer and they're not going to discolor either. One other great thing is that BBK does pressure test every set of headers to ensure that they don't leak when they're coming out of the factory, so you can just bolt these guys on and enjoy. They also come with new gaskets and all the hardware that you need included as well, so you don't have to buy any other additional supplies in order to get these fitted. Pricing comes in at about $575, and that makes them about the most affordable option in the category. These are going to get the job done without requiring you to spend 4 figures on headers or tunes or any other kind of modifications either, so they're a pretty good value if you want to increase power and get more sound out of your truck without spending a fortune to do it. Installation is going to get a 3 out of 3, and you should plan on setting aside a full day for this job. Now, doing headers is not for the faint of heart, and despite their small size, this is going to test the metal of your toolbox and your mechanical skills. Now, this is a job you can accomplish at home given the right amount of patience, time, and perhaps the encouragement and assistance of a friend. But just be aware before diving in here with both feet that they're going to take you some time. That's going to wrap it up here for our review of the BBK 1 3/4 inch shorty headers in titanium ceramic, fitting 2019 and newer 5.7 liter Ram 1500s. Thanks so much for watching, and as always for all things Ram, be sure to keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.